Welcome everybody to Two Drunk Dudes in a Gun Room.
Brought to you by Savannah Army Entertainment.
This is Don.
And Doug.
Hey, so today we've got a very, very special guest. We finally have broke through the case of where Doug Norris has originated from. We found the original person who started this. I'd like to introduce Becca Adams. Becca, go ahead and tell everybody a little bit about yourself, and then we'll get into the whole Doug Norris story.
Well, it's like Becca Adams, aka Rebecca Bowes.
That is true.
Yeah.
Yes.
He's gonna know me by Adams. It was Bose back then. So yeah, so I actually that NTC was crazy for me too. I had some issues before and they said that I could never have kids, so I wasn't worried about it, right? But I was off that whole time. I was like, there's something wrong. And like I went to the doctor when I got back and I was like, oh my God, I'm pregnant. So,
when you got back.
Yeah, when I got back from NTC, because I was like, there's something wrong. I mean, that whole NTC was crazy because I had just put in a packet for flight warrant officer.
And
I
remember that.
Both of them got picked up and I chose CA. But Sergeant Major Jeffries, he was not a fan of the idea of losing a 20 level 63 Bravo. And he went all the way up to the CA branch manager. When he saw the number 9 designator pop up on my ERB, he was not a fan. He was, oh my God, he was livid.
Yeah, I think I do remember that shit too. Yeah.
Yeah, he was mad.
We'll have to get some comments from you since he still listens.
Yeah, usually.
Oh, he listens.
He's drunk. He's drunk when he's usually talking to us. So
now he looks like a 70s heavy metal rock star. ZZ Top.
Yeah,
he's got a beard all the way down.
He's still got like 4 motorcycles and shit. Yeah, that's him.
Yeah,
So,
I don't have mine.
So he put a stop to both of your packets, huh? I didn't
No,
know
he
that.
tried. No
He
offense. No, they approved. I had the number, like I had the number 9 designator on the ERB. I was scheduled for airborne school and then like air assault and then DLI out in Monterey. I qualified for the tier 4 language. I was going to be learning Arabic. And then I was supposed to go to SEER school and something else after that. I don't know, but I was ready, like I always pushed hard. Man, what was her name? She was Major Ferdima. Y'all remember Major Ferdima?
Yep. I still talk to her too.
Yep.
God, yeah, too.
She's, I think she's colonel now, right?
Yep. Yeah, she's a colonel
now.
Yeah, man, like she always pushed me so hard. Like so hard. And I mean, I was hard on myself too, but I was not going to be that female that fell out or that didn't qualify, do the 12-mile ruck march in under 4 hours, like right. I was that one. So, I mean, it was kind of paying off. I got picked up for, those 2 things, and I chose CA because actually before I came to y'all, I was with Echo Company. Mm-hmm. And Echo Company was attached to what is now 315. It was 464.
We know that was my next company.
Yeah.
We both ended up over there.
I drug him over there with me to Echo Company when I took over.
Yeah.
Yeah, I felt the same way when he asked.
Good and bad memories there.
Same here. It's good and bad. Good and bad. Yep.
Yeah. People, it was the very best and the very worst days of my life in Iraq.
Well, yeah, that and back then the fucking rucksack fucking weighed as much as you did. Yeah.
But I was not gonna let that slow me down.
Well, no, you didn't. You didn't. No.
Badass, a badass to a fat ass.
That's all of us, though.
Hey, I believe that we can be both. I believe we can be badass badasses.
I like it. I'm gonna own that.
We keep striving anyway to be that. Yeah.
I might be out of breath, but when I catch it, I'll tell you how bad I was.
Yeah, so we
So
decided out because the I don't remember which company it was. 464, the all the cowboy hats. I'm blanking out
Oh,
right now.
Cat?
yeah,
Yeah, my ex, a lot of people probably know who he is, but I don't think he'd want his name on here. But my ex, like we were dating at the time. It wasn't like anything super, super serious. And when I told him he was still in TC, he had their unit hadn't left yet. And I called him and he had just come off like a night shift or night op, something. And he was like, okay, can I go back to sleep now? That was his response.
Was that ETCs back when they were 30 days long? Was that?
yeah, they were 45. It was
Yeah.
30 days in
Well,
the
it was
box.
30 days, and then 45 with us staying there
Yeah.
trying to turn shit in and everything. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that's
All right. Yeah.
yeah.
So you, Mr. Adams, he was a squid?
Yeah, so my two older sons are with my ex that was in the cav unit, and then I was in Virginia Beach. I was in Virginia Beach,
Right.
and I was just going to nursing school there actually, and single mom because at that time, you know, me and my ex had split up, and single mom, nursing school, full-time job, like I slept maybe 2 hours. I felt like I was a private again, going drinking every night. Like I was no sleep, none for years. But my neighbor was this really cool guy, and he had a cute little daughter that would come over and play with my kids and stuff. So it that's just kind of how it started. And
No,
he's
I
my
mean, I mean, that's awesome, though. I
Yeah.
mean, it
because
just,
I mean I had a different experience than a lot of the people in 703rd had, because it was when I was with Echo Company Alpha in 464, they needed female searchers, and before I ever met either of y'all, like mine was the first hand up. I don't know, adrenaline junkie, whatever, I don't know. And Captain Woods, I don't know, do y'all remember Captain Woods? He tried to talk me out of it at first. He was like, look, I admire it, but you don't know what you're getting into. And, you know, you're young. I was, you know, an E4. Like, I thought I knew everything. I was like, no, sir, I'm good. I've got this, you know, and like, I wouldn't change it. I wouldn't go back and not do it. But, you know, kicking indoors and all of that kind of stuff it's just not what I was trained for. But at the same time, I had held myself to such a high standard for so long, I was able to keep up. And at first they were not a fan of like, oh my God, we have a female tagging along, and you know, but one of the guys that was there, I don't even remember his name now, but he was a ranger, and he got attached to our unit to help us out or something when we went into Sadia. And he before I left and went back and actually transferred over to Bravo, and met, well, I don't know if I met you at that time or once we got back, but anyway, over to Bravo, and he pulled off his Ranger tab and handed it to me, and he said, you can call any motherfucker a pogue any day of the week. I was like, that meant more to me than man, like no award could
Yeah.
you know,
Oh,
better than that.
Yeah. No, absolutely.
Yeah. But my husband now, he was Navy, and yes, we have the typical back and forth all the time. But he wasn't kicking indoors, but he was he did 20 years, and he had 3 deployments where he was on search and seizure teams, board search and seizure. So he was blowing holds, not kicking doors. So, you know, he kind of understands sometimes, even though, I mean, you know, like we may tell stories, but we don't talk about the real stuff. So, but it's good to have somebody that gets it, you know?
Oh, yeah.
That might be another podcast down the road. You know, we ain't had a Navy
Did y'all
guy
freeze
on
or
here,
something? Did I
Yeah,
lose y'all?
if you wanted to come on the show, he'd be the first Navy guy.
He would be the first Navy guy. All we do is poke
On
fun
the
at them right now. I mean,
bourbon guy.
that's all we're good for anyway, right? I mean, that's beef between branches. I mean,
I
they will
know.
never go away.
Do you know
What
what I
were you saying?
found out about the Navy? You know, we talk shit about them like their fingers are stuck like this because they're always holding coffee. Do you know the Navy has actual regulations for coffee?
I did not.
Well, yeah,
Like,
I've never made fun of a Navy guy about holding coffee.
We
no
always
kid.
we always told people, do you know why the Navy guys started putting their name on the back of their BDU pants or their ACU pants?
Well, yeah.
That way the Marines knew who they were fucking.
Yeah, pretty much.
He's probably standing right there too, like, you motherfuckers.
They're over there somewhere. He's trying to keep the kids.
So you told him about our show. That's good.
That's why he turned the camera
That's
sideways. He was used to the boat going down, so he just turned the camera sideways. So let's rewind a little bit. Now we're gonna get into the whole Doug Norris. Tell everybody the story about where Doug Norris originated from.
What had happened was
What had happened?
honestly, I don't remember what we were lined up for, if we were going out or coming in or turning in vehicles or whatever.
It had to be going
we
out.
were drawing vehicles.
Yeah.
Because otherwise they wouldn't have been able to ride it all over the Porta John walls.
Very true. Yeah, so that must have been what it was. And we were all like full gear, ready to go, and I mean, hurry up and wait. So I had this long line of people moving vehicles around, and soldiers, they sit there for an hour and they'll talk. It gets to 2 hours, 2.5 hours, and they start bitching and whining and moaning.
Oh yeah.
All right. I was like, let's just, like play a game or something. I don't remember. One of them was like, oh, you brought cards? I was like, no, you stupid fuck. Like, how are we going to play cards with all these? I was like, so we should probably just do something like kind of off the cuff. I was like, what if we just decide, like, if so-and-so was a movie star, like, who would they be? And they were intrigued by that. I don't know why, but they thought it was cool. So whatever, get them to quit whining.
Because we have an 8th grade education.
So, and I don't remember, the only 3 that I remember we talked about was me. They decided, they couldn't decide who I was going to be. I was apparently, if Kate Hudson and Jessica Biel had a baby, it would have been me. I don't understand, but okay.
That's a good mix-up right there.
Yeah,
that is a pretty good mix. I'd want to see that. Well, I guess we're looking at it right now.
Yeah.
I guess that's what the soldier said.
To their 8th grade education.
No, our 8th grade.
Or
yeah.
I think there's a delay.
Yeah, it probably is.
Yeah.
Country internet.
You have dial-up.
We're not that fast.
Our kids know the pain of hearing that sound when it's connecting. Never.
So you came up with the idea that Doug Norton would, at the time, First Sergeant Norton would be Chuck Norris.
Well, yeah, we did. I said Sergeant Ruiz would be Dora the Explorer, which
that's a gimme. That's a gimme.
She hated it too, but we all called her Dora.
She hated it, yes.
She was not a fan, actually. Yeah, she was pretty mad at me about that, but like I don't know. I was just trying to keep them from being bored. But anyway, and they were like, ooh, what would First Sergeant Norton be? And I was like, Chuck Norris. And actually, we digressed from the game because then everybody started coming up with all these Chuck Norris jokes. But instead of Chuck Norris, it was First Sergeant Norton, and then it became First Sergeant Norris. Disclaimer, I didn't write anything on the walls. I swear.
The first time I seen that they had a guard on it, Dora the Explorer was guarding the shitter.
No.
That's who was on guard. And I felt so bad because the MREs had kicked in and she had to go in, verify there was no writing, have me sign saying there was no writing, then let me go to the bathroom and then go back in and verify. Dude, that is the shittiest job a first sergeant could put somebody on.
Oh, pun intended.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, yeah, you're probably right. But that was my first gig too.
But it was.
And then I wasn't the one that locked them up though.
Yeah, I don't know who did that.
That was NTC that said if you write anything on there, we're locking them up. Next thing you know, well, I gotta fucking beg to get a shitter back.
So I don't know if you remember. Do you remember Dora locking him in the PLL van?
No, I don't remember that one, but she was spicy, so I could see it for sure.
So for whatever reason, remember we all had to wear those miles gear, and
Yeah.
whenever she would go in, whenever somebody would go into the PLL office, the computers would set them off, right? And Doug was up there, and she walked in, and her shit started going off, and she's like, "How do I get this to go off?" And he goes, "Well, you have to act like you're dead. You have to get on the ground and lay down, and it'll stop beeping until it senses that you're dead and on the ground. It won't stop." So she's on the ground in the PLL van, laying there trying to get as flat as she can to get this shit off. And finally, she realizes that we're all laughing at her, and it was a joke.
She wasn't happy.
She was mad as shit.
She wasn't happy.
So
did you find a box of grid squares while she was down there?
No. So we turned off her miles gear, and she got up and walked out, and the lock was hanging on the hasp outside the PLL van. And as she went out, she shut the door and locked the lock. And as she was walking away, Doug was screaming, "Unlock the damn door!" And she goes, "I can't, First Sergeant. I'm dead." And she just kept on walking.
How fucking long were you in there?
A minute.
A minute. Yeah.
We were screaming for people too. I was in there too, so we were screaming for people to come and unlock the door. She left the key in the lock. We just had to get somebody to come up and unlock the door.
She was not.
I think it was McLean. I think it was Tommy.
McLeod.
Yeah, McLeod. Yeah, I think it was McLeod that was walking by. We're like, "Hey, unlock the fucking door."
I don't know. How many soldiers did you have at that time? Do you remember?
At that time, I wasn't working in your company. Well, no, maybe, I don't know. I was working with, y'all remember Staff Sergeant Fox?
Yep.
Yeah, you were. Yeah.
You were in the orderly room.
Yep. Yeah, orderly room. That word.
In our company.
But I thought you got attached out somewhere.
No, we used to go into the orderly room where you guys were to have all those classes that the NTC guys gave, and it was like literally to see if we could squeeze one more damn person into that office.
Yeah, where the AC was.
Yeah.
Oh
yeah.
Yep. Yeah. It's funny. I mean, soldiers will, without a doubt, entertain themselves. Just like what you did. If you give them a moment, they're going to come up with a way to entertain themselves. You give them longer than a moment, they will be asleep.
Yeah, so it was dead and it was dormant for a long time until you brought it up. And then next thing you know, I'm getting Facebook messages, I'm getting text messages, I'm getting all this shit with people sending me a Chuck Norris joke that's reworded into fucking either First Sergeant Norris or Doug Norris. And, it all started there with her, but it lay dormant until your ass brought it up again.
So he brought me back and I started working at the same place as him. And day one, like all the other supervisors got me in the office, like, "Give me some dirt on Doug. Give me some dirt on Doug." So I brought up the Doug Norris shit. Man, they start writing it on his dry erase marker board and all sorts of shit.
Still following you around.
It will never go
You're-
away.
Oh no, yeah. I was wondering what the fuck was going on. They're just like, hey, tell us about the porta john. I was like, what the fuck you mean tell you about the porta john? What the hell? And I know who you're talking about too. Yeah. So no, that shit ain't went away. And some people have years to fucking come up with different jokes and shit.
Oh yeah.
I mean, even guys from the 11 Engineers from the Initial Invasion are starting to come up with jokes now.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's fun or
We still want to design a Doug Norris t-shirt.
Yeah, or at least like a patch or something. Yeah, that'd be cool. We should do that.
like because
Fighting
of,
Norris, like that would be amazing.
Yeah, I agree.
like originator Rebecca Bose,
We could.
you know,
We could.
like it's just like what the
Well,
yeah.
we could put, how do you know if Doug Norris is mad? His eyes go straight.
Oh my Hey, he's within arm's reach of you. I can say whatever. Like he's, a few states away. So
He just puts me in another shithole. So.
That's why I think he brought you on though, so you could say whatever though.
Yep.
Yeah.
That was my first gig as first sergeant at that NTC.
Yeah, you were still at
I
E7.
was still frocked.
Dude,
I just got
walking up
frocked.
congratulating you, and I was like, man, that's awesome. Couldn't have happened to a better person, blah, blah, blah. And you just looked at me and you were like, fuck that. I'm just frocked. They ain't even paying me to do this shit.
Yep.
Just to let you know, when I got deployed, I got 1 month of pay as an E8. One.
Oh,
And that was that 12 months or 15 months?
It was 12.
It was I didn't start getting paid until like
the one
it
before.
was like the 16th or 18th month.
Yeah.
I was pissed.
Yeah.
I was really mad.
I believe it.
Especially with all the fucking, Doug Norris shit.
I wouldn't know because you put me in fucking Ramadi.
Well, no, I sent you to away. So I mean, you should be happy.
You
Yes.
Away.
You had Blanchard,
Awesome.
Michael.
Michael Blanchard. Lord. Y'all still talk to him?
Nope.
We talk about him.
We talked about him.
He's in numerous podcasts.
I seen he just liked our Facebook page. So maybe he will be coming up on the net. I don't know. After years, he has found us.
I wonder how many phone books you'd have to get in front of the camera.
Yeah, I don't know. I think he's still in El Paso too.
I don't know.
That.
Mm-mm.
Fox finally retired though.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
His wife, one of the things they asked me to start, you remember when LT, oh my god, and I had kind of a history with him anyway from when I was a private and he came in as a freaking butter bar.
As a private.
Private.
Yeah, a sir private. But he came up and y'all remember Rob Burkefelt, whatever. Yeah, we were doing combatives that day, and when I say brand new, I think it was like week 2 for me, like brand new, and I was frustrated because I don't like to get shit wrong. Like I need it to be right, and so I walked over to somebody who looked young, and he had on BDUs, and being used to ACUs, I didn't pay attention to the rank or anything. So I said, you come here. And I like grabbed him by the collar and drug him over there. And I was like, stand still. So I do this and this, and I'm trying to do, and I get done and Sergeant Berkefeld's just nodding. Yeah. That's, you got it. And he was like, you realize who that is? I was like, no,
Somebody who doesn't even know what uniform we're wearing anymore.
He was our new XO, and I was like, oh my god.
He'd been in the Army just as long as you, so he didn't even know somebody was supposed to salute him. You're good.
Combatives was my thing.
Yeah.
I was doing that shit. I forgot who the armor was.
Yeah.
On fucking like beating the fuck up every chance I get. I can't remember the armor's name though. I don't know. Even deployed, I was
Was it,
fucking them the fuck out.
Start with an F.
Salim?
No.
Oh, I forgot about that guy.
You talking about the one that had
I
all
still
the girl issues?
Yep.
Yeah. I know who
Yep.
you're talking about.
Yep.
Yeah, like there was a new girl issue every day.
Yep. I can't remember his fucking. He was pretty good armor, but
He was good armor.
And Chief, he worked for Chief Cook.
Yeah, and Chief Cook had his hands full of them.
Yep.
Especially like
Figueroa.
Yep, Figueroa.
I used to beat the hell out of Figueroa every chance I got, and he'd take it too.
He had no choice.
Well, he didn't because he couldn't fight. So maybe he can now. I don't know.
Yeah, it's like every time I see him,
Becca probably kicked his ass too. She just
probably.
Maybe. Maybe. Yeah.
Because Colonel Gillen at that time was big into combative.
Yeah,
he was huge into combative. Remember Gillen, right?
Yeah. Eddie Gillen, he's the one that actually got me into the Army Combatives team and stuff. So that was pretty cool.
Hell yeah. Yeah. Now
it was though when a unit didn't show up and they combined 2 weight classes because there weren't enough people. And guess who was literally the bottom of both weight classes?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I still made it to 4th, but you know.
Yeah.
He's a fucking farmer now.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
He retired. He's farming now.
No.
Yeah.
Farm? I can't see. I can't.
Yeah.
That's how he butchers cows. He puts them in a rear naked choke.
Might actually, man, he really loves jujitsu. So.
Oh yeah, definitely. I don't know about the cows though.
I can just see it, man. They wake up, they've been milked, and they've got a headache.
So big.
Yeah, my head hurts, my udders hurt. What's going on? I gotta stop drinking that fucking milk.
Man. So you're in Tennessee now?
I am. I moved back to Tennessee to be close to family. You know, family is important, and some of my family members have some health issues, and I wanted to, be close for that. So
okay.
And the hubby said, I'm good with leaving water.
Well, he retired, and we moved to California where his family is.
Ooh,
and then he got a really good job. It was actually pretty good. Like we got around a good group of people, I think. It wasn't the stereotypical Southern California people that I'd always heard stories about, growing up in the South.
Yeah.
So it wasn't too bad. My experience wasn't. But then we went to Spain and lived there for a couple of years, and that was amazing, man. Right up until the time that the coronavirus shut everything down, and you could not leave your house. Like,
so, was he still in the Navy when y'all moved to Spain, or
no? He got a government contractor job.
Well, that's good.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and he still does. I'm actually in his office right now. It's he works from home. So
man, you can't beat that.
No, he's happy with it, and I can't blame him.
So what drug you into real estate?
I'd actually always wanted to do it because everybody's like, oh, you can talk to anybody. People come up and talk to you and tell you stuff. And I mean, sometimes they do, and they'll tell me stories. I'm like, I didn't need to know that. But whoever you are. But no, I do like listening to people, and I was like, you know what, that'd be really cool, I think. And I finally got the chance when he did get this stay-at-home job, because with kids and everything, and the realtor hours are not great.
No, it's whatever the customer's convenient.